Good morning, everybody. Well, we're on to September strength training, and a lot of you are starting to wrap up the season, but a lot of you are still racing. So we're going to keep it at 30 minutes, about 30 seconds, depending on the exercise for each move. I'm working out first thing in the morning, so I'm always a little bit stiffer. I usually like to do my strength after a workout because I'm more limbered up, so bear with me there. Let's get going. Okay, we're going to start with some heel-toe walking. Oh, sorry, that was, so heel-toe. Let's see if I can get back here a little bit so you can see. So up on the toes, down on the heels. So yeah, a lot of you this last weekend just really wrapped up some big races. Robin, Frank, Santiago, congratulations, you guys. And let's do some hamstring walking. Just putting one foot out there, leaning into that heel. You should feel a nice stretch behind the knee, the hamstring. Again, these are always really nice to do before a run. So it's a good dynamic stretch instead of a static stretch, which you should do before a cardio type workout. Static stretches can overstretch the Golgi tendons and can actually cause you to lose some power when you're doing your swim, bike, run. All right, let's do some leg swings. So you can just grab it onto the wall, just letting that leg be nice and floppy. Moving up those hips, getting that synovial fluid going. And then let's switch to holding on to my trusty bike here. Like about 10 swings on each side. Or again, you can listen to your own music during this workout. I don't really play a playlist at all because they usually get me for copywriting. And I think a lot of people like to listen to their own music. So once you get the workout down, you can just turn off my volume and listen to your music. And let's switch to a frontward swing. Again, a nice dynamic stretch. All right, let's do some traps. And just taking that chin, bringing it down to your chest and rotating it around. Nice gentle stretch. We never want to be yanking on the neck. And let's switch sides. Bring that chin down to the chest and go ahead and rotate. Again, a great one to do before a swim or a bike ride. Our necks really take a beating when we're riding for hours upon hours. All right. And around the world. Oh, I forgot to tell you what equipment we're going to use today. Sorry about that. See, I'm still waking up. A mat. We're going to need some kind of a step today. That's what we're going to be doing for our cardio point. So you can use your stairs at home. If you're at home, we're going to be doing some maybe like over, around, and stuff on the bench. But you can just continue doing step ups if you're working out from home. A Basu ball. If you have one, if you don't, you can do it without a Basu ball. I'm going to be using an 8-pound medicine ball, anywhere from a 4 to 6 pound. I'm going to have 3 pounds, 5 pounds, and 8 pounds for my dumbbells. I'm going to use a 25-pound kettlebell. Again, you can use a dumbbell for what we're going to be doing here, the goblet squats. A pole for around the world. We're going to be using some kind of a TheraBand, long band, and then our closed loop band. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our pole for around the world, warming up those shoulders. Again, we're going to do 5 front and back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then choose a side. I'm going to the left, around, 2, these are always so lovely, 3, 4, 5, and switch, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to start with our 1-minute cardio point, which is going to be step-ups to get our heart rate up. I'm going to be holding on to 8-pound dumbbells while I do my step-ups. You don't have to. You can start off with no weight or a lighter weight. Let's get on the clock here, ready, and I'm going to be leading with my left foot for the first 30 seconds. Again, we're just warming up the body here. If you're doing this after a workout, it's still good to do the cardio points. Making sure that we're warming up all the muscles, activating everything. And then I'm going to switch and lead with my right. Really focusing on turning on those glutes. Also pushing off with that opposite leg as you're coming up. 10 more seconds. Nothing crazy hard today in this workout. Okay, let's put those down. We're gonna grab our mat. We're gonna work on some specific core things. And we're going to kneel on all fours, okay? Making sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Then I want you to lift up your left leg, right arm. We're gonna bring the elbow in and out for 10. There's 2, 3, 4. Bring in your eyes with the elbow. 6, 7, 8, nice and slow. 9, 10. Switch legs, elbow in, 1. Again, you might notice one side is a little bit more stable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you think about it, when we walk and run, that's the way we're walking and running. So it's good to do those, again, for activation purposes. We're going to go into some cat-cow, a yoga move. So I want you to go ahead and stick that booty up, get that lumbar down, look up to the sky, and go ahead and bring that chin to the chest. Bring that thoracic spine up. Stick that butt out again. And go ahead and roll up. I was watching the news the other night and they had a clip from the Denver Broncos. And they were all on the field doing this. So don't underestimate yoga. It's so good for us. And one more. And let's go ahead and shake that booty. Go ahead and, if you want, you can go ahead and rotate down and around in opposite direction. grab our TheraBand. I hope you can see me here. And if you want, you can grab the closed loop band too, because we're going to be going into those too right afterwards. So we've done this in the past. This is really a Pilates move. So again, really think about bringing your belly button to the spine. And it's more of this kind of a motion instead of this, okay? If you don't have a band, you can use a jump rope, a belt, and you're gonna bring that band behind, kind of like the arches of your feet, and then kind of pull up like this, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna lay down, don't stay down there too long, and we're gonna go ahead and come up, and then we're gonna rotate to the left and rotate to the right, working on those delts too. Ready for 30 seconds. Left, center, actually should be pulling out as well, so we're working the delts. There's right, left, center, right, center. So when I'm going to one side, that arm is staying up. Center, rotate, center, rotate, center. Let's do one more on each side. Left, center, right, center. Okay, I'm going to throw another Pilates move on you, which is a very popular one called the 100. So again, really concentrating on pulling that belly button to spine. We're going to bring the legs up. Brace yourself here, and almost like you're flying like a bird. We're going to count to 100. If you need to take a break in between, break for a couple seconds, and then try to get right back into it. If this starts hurting your lower back, bring your knees to your chest, stretch out, and see if you can get back into it again. Okay, ready? Setting up is very important. Again, belly button to spine, like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100. Good job. Go ahead and roll back, knees to chest. Whew. That should have helped you break a little bit of a sweat whenever we work our specific core muscles. It's a great way to get you warm. Okay, go ahead and roll up. We're going to go into that cardio point. This time, oh, I'm sorry. No. Stay down there. I forgot to put this in my notes. We're going to take the closed loop. We're going to bring it just right up above the knees, get into that lovely bridge. I always like to touch my heels with my longest finger. Go ahead, come up. Okay, when we're up, we're gonna open up those knees to activate the booty and then roll down. Okay, I'm looking at my clock. Go ahead and come up, out, come up, pull out. So again, if you don't have a band, that's okay. You're just missing the benefits of feeling that resistance on their booty, activating all those external rotators that are so important, again, for running, biking, swimming, everything we do in life. Try to keep your neck flat on the ground. Squeeze that booty when you come up. Woo! Sometimes it happens where the band will go flying up. Keep going. Let's do 2 more. There's 1, 2. All right. Now we're gonna do that cardio point. You can throw that strap to the side. You can win that out of the way. And again, I'm gonna hold the 8-pound dumbbells. It's up to you. And this time we're gonna go over the side. Again, if you are working out at home, you don't have a step like this, then just use the stairs, okay? So full 1 minute, I'm gonna go up and over. We start off slow, and then eventually, hopefully pick up the pace. After 30 seconds. Okay, pick up the pace. This is again good for coordination. We're moving to the side. Again, my right knee isn't as stable. Still working on that. And rest. Okay, now we're going to be working more on legs. So I'm going to grab my 8-pound medicine ball, and we're going to do a forward lunge with a twist. We're going to do this one for 1 full minute because we're going to be alternating sides. So what you're going to do is you're going to come out. I'm coming out with my left, twisting to the left, come back, go to the right, twist to the right, and come back. Okay, ready for 1 full minute. Twist, pull in, twist, pull in. And again, it's good to follow the ball with your eyes. That helps work those obliques. Good lateral movement. Again, when we run, we need those obliques and lats to be nice and strong. We're almost there. 10 more seconds. If you feel like your form is, like today, I don't know, my form is off. I don't know if it's because it's morning and I'm not warmed up yet. Go ahead and bring the weight down a little bit. Let's do 1 more to the right. And rest. Okay. All right, put the ball away. And we're going to use the bench again, or the step. And I'm not going to use weight for this one, but it's up to you if you want to. So what we're going to do is step up, and I'm going to start with my left leg standing, and I'm going to bring that right leg down off of the step. Okay, so we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Again, brace that core, belly button to spine, and go ahead and 30 seconds. Really turn in on that glute, those external rotators. Trying not to rest that leg that's going down. Again, working on balance here. Once in a while, I gotta put my leg down, just look at the clock here. If you can come all the way down to the ground, that's excellent. Okay, and switch. So I'm standing on my right, look at the clock, 30 seconds. These are really good for the knees. Again, turning on all those muscles that support the quad, hamstring, hips, glutes. We're gonna look at the clock, a couple more. Let's do 2 more. 1. Again, if you want to use weights while you do this, that's great. Okay, 2-leg goblet squat. I'm gonna grab my 25-pound kettlebell. Going pretty heavy here. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a heavy dumbbell and just use it like this or like this, okay? I'm gonna hold it kind of by the horns here. Again, kettlebells, you wanna have your legs slightly wider than your shoulders with your feet out. And here we go, 30 seconds. Squat down, stick that booty back, push through the heels. Only 30 seconds of these. In October, we'll start doing drop sets, going a little bit heavier. We'll start off with a lighter weight, then go heavier, and that last set will be the heaviest with less reps. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, you can put that aside. And we're gonna do, let's see, alternating. We're gonna just do lateral lunges, okay, for 1 full minute. Ready, and go. If you want to hold weights for this again, you can. Making sure that both feet are pointed straight ahead. Keep going. I'm going to grab my 8 pounds for the next 30 seconds. Again, just adds a little bit more difficulty. 15 more seconds. You can really turn on those glutes when you do this. Feel a nice stretch in those adductors, that inner thigh. Okay, let's put those away. I'm going to keep on holding on to these. We're going to do a cardio point again. I'm just going to do step ups. First 30 seconds, I'm going to lead with my left. Ready? Step up. You can do alternating too if you want. We can go wide, wide, narrow, narrow. You can just mixing things up a little bit. And switch sides. Lead with the right. I'm going to start with just a regular step up. Again, turning on those glutes. Scapula down, chest out. And then I'm going to start wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. I just have like 15 more seconds left. And 1 more. Alrighty, we're going to get our Basu ball out. Again, if you don't have one, you can do this without. I'm going to use the 3-pound dumbbells. We've done this in the past, those lovely Supermans. Let's see if, I think we're done with the cardio point, so I'm going to push my step out of the way here so you can see me a little bit better. Sorry. Put the chain here. Okay. So what we're going to do, you're going to lay on that Basu ball, belly out, okay? And first of all, get that balance. Takes a few tries here. So first of all, get like this, a nice prone position. This time I want you to stay looking kind of where your floor and the baseboard meet. And go ahead and get that motion down. If you're on the floor, again, you can simulate this. Okay, Now I want you to pick up some weights. And again, you may have to adjust yourself here. Okay, hold. And let's do 20 of these, alternate. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, woo, and rest. Okay, let's go ahead and get that bicycle ball out of the way. We're going to be working on some arms. Our first one's going to be, oh, I put the step away, tricep dips. Okay, I'm not going to set that up just because it takes too much time. So you go over to your step again, and we're going to do 30 seconds of these. Ready? I'm just going to do them on the floor. And here we go, up and down. So tricep dips are pretty easy to do anywhere. You can do them at a park. Let's throw in a quick progression here. Let's lift up the left. And let's do 10 seconds, the right up. All right, go ahead and rest. I'm gonna grab my 8-pounders again. We're gonna do a one leg standing bicep curl. So I'm gonna start standing with my left. Really get that stability. Sometimes it helps to just have a little bit of a bent knee and bicep curl for 30 seconds. Really concentrate on belly button to spine. For me, it helps, like in yoga, to find a spot on the floor and just really concentrate on that spot. For balance, we got 15 seconds. Belly button to spine. I looked away at the clock and I lost my mojo there for a little bit. 5 more seconds here. Every time I look away, I lose it. And rest. Okay, shake it out. Position that right foot, and up and down we go again. 30 seconds, nice and slow. Again, I'm looking at my spot on the floor. This foot's shaking a lot more. Turn on those glutes. Pull in that belly button to the spine. That helps brace that core. Couple more. 1, 2, and rest. Okay, let's see what we have next. I'm going to keep my 8s. I'm going to grab a stability ball. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the beginning either. I apologize. Okay, you want to grab those weights. We're going to roll down so that your neck and head are resting on the ball. So I don't want your butt down like this. Go ahead and bring it up. Squeeze those glutes. Bring those dumbbells up. And we're going to do 30 seconds of a chest press. Ready? Open up. Try to make sure that you're not bringing those dumbbells over your face. Again, we're working on the chest. So bringing those dumbbells up over the chest. Squeeze those glutes, making sure that your butt is lifted off the ball. I always think these feel good because, you know, bike riding brings everything so forward. So this just feels good to open up everything. and rest. Go ahead and bring those down, roll back. I'm gonna go to, we're gonna do bent over flies. The 8s for me, I find like my form goes a little bit. I'm gonna actually just use 3s on this. Again, you wanna probably drop down a little bit of weight on this. So I want you to bend over and a slight bent knee. We did these, I believe last month. Bring those dumbbells together. I'm gonna face the clock here. Ready? 30 seconds. You don't wanna really be looking at your feet, but just out a little bit from there. Really squeezing those scapula together like you're squeezing an imaginary pencil behind the scapula. Nice controlled. Making sure that belly button is pulled in to your spine. Brace those abs, core. Turn on those glutes. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, we are coming to the end. We're gonna do the cool down. I want you to go ahead into a nice star position. Reach up. Pretty wide stance here. And I want you to come down, touch the floor with those hands, and go ahead and grab those elbows. Bring the head down and just be nice and floppy. Excuse me, you can go to the left if you want. Go to the right. All right. Next, we're gonna do a yoga move. I'm gonna bring my left out. So we're in a pretty low lunge. I'm gonna bring my right elbow over my left into a nice prayer. Pushing the knee against the elbow. Should stretch out that piriformis hip muscle. Breathe. Go ahead and come out of that. Go ahead and lunge back with the right leg forward. Get good balance here. Left over to the right. I'm not as stable on this side. That's my right knee issue again. It feels good on the hip. Hip all the way into that hamstring is where I'm feeling it. You might feel your whole body kind of sink down a little bit as you get a little bit more stretched out. Okay, go ahead and come out of there. Let's bring that leg back into a nice downward dog. Push up, come down into a cobra. Elbows in. Those of you that are doing yoga, which I know you're all doing, side to side here. These are all yoga moves. Into lovely child's pose. Stretching out those ankles, as well as those hips. Go ahead and bring those fingertips over to the left, stretching out the lats. And then go ahead and come over to the right. Again, you can hold any of these as long as you want. I'm just trying to keep the video at a certain amount. We're going to finish up with taking the stability ball, and we're going to do a back bend over it. This is a great one for the back, especially after you ride. Go ahead and just slowly bring those arms up. If you want, you can touch the floor behind you and just kind of bring the ball right in that lumbar area. Really stretches out those hip flexors And at first you might not be able to go back this far, but you know, maybe you're like this the first time. Challenge yourself every time you do this workout, just roll back. Once you grab the floor, you have a little bit more stability, and then you can just kind of roll that ball, like I said, right into that lumbar area there and get a really nice stretch on the back. And if you want, if you have some time, you can just kind of bring those arms around, really stretching them out. All right, roll up slowly so you don't get dizzy. And that's it. Have a wonderful month, everybody. See you in October.